Hello, this is Bill Colodzi. Welcome to the finals of a Shadows Over Innistrad 8-4 draft, where we're playing Mono Blue Spirits Zombies. No, actually we have a green, and we're the clue deck. But this hand, you wouldn't know how much green we have. Oh, the blue werewolf deck. That's what this is. I've heard about this. Okay. No, maybe they have some things in the ice and they'll flip them. Okay, not so much yet. Okay. What can we do this turn? I like the Mangler. Well, do I like the Mangler or do I like Niblis? I wonder. Yeah, I like the Niblis. Because that almost guarantees a hit off of the investigation. I was thinking we don't want to get hit by this heirloom, but I think that'll be fine. So there is red. It could be Teamer with some green added in for more werewolves. I'm trying to think what the best incentives are to play this neglected heirloom. To be honest, though, one for a 1-mana equip +1/+1. It's not too bad. I'll take this hit, though. Our hits are worth more because we investigate. And that's a Blood Mad Vampire, so I'm kind of glad we saved the Mangler here. If this thing hits us, we're in bad shape. Yeah, this is one of the best commons. It's like in red. I mean, it's not removal or anything, but it is a huge payoff for madness and vampires. Even without the that gets a +1/+1 counter on it, but that just puts it over the top. This thing hits you a couple times, and you're in bad shape. Oh no! The bandit gets the heirloom. Doesn't flip this turn, but that's a painful turn. This is painful. Well, we can kind of survive here. We'll play the Illuminator. Get in there with Nibbles. Just so we can investigate a couple times. And then try to draw a forest. Okay. Better than nothing. But this is a bit scary here. We have two good blockers. We can trade off the Mangler for the Vampire. But if our opponent just says go, that's kind of the worst case for us. Even worse than that is if they attack with just the Gear Reach and we say, okay, fine, we'll double block it, and they bounce one of our creatures and they... Well, even that's not that good, because then they don't get to flip the stuff. Okay, so they are playing a spell, which is necessarily worse than passing, because it means they have something better to do than just passing. What the heck? Why would they do that in response? I mean, why would they do that before attacking, unless they have a way to get rid of both creatures? I don't know. Maybe they do. Oh, boy. Heirloom. Yeah, this is a... this is a nice attack. Yeah, I'm not gonna block here. I'll just take the full 8 damage. And then tap down, I guess, the Blood Mad Vampire. Did we play an island? Oh, that was dumb. Should have played a clue there. But let's just play this. Kind of... yeah. So we're not dead as I see it, but we're not in great shape. And we might be dead. There might be a 3 damage burn spell coming our way. Or worse. Any bounce spell does it, because any 2 creatures is lethal with this heirloom. It shouldn't, if we were dead, it shouldn't be a hard turn because we're all tapped out. There's nothing to consider on that front. But it might be a hard turn in terms of, like, which way do you want to kill me? Let's do this. Wow, we're not dead. Hey, I'll take it. I mean, live another day here. What's the best card we can play? Well, Stitched Mangler is a good blocker for the vampire. Silent Observer is the best for Wicker Witch, or I guess the Homunculus. First things first, though. Let's see if we can get a clue. We've got all sorts of good stuff. Gibbering Fiend. Glad they didn't draw that. Inner Struggle. Not great against our stuff. In fact, if you're playing against a deck with all 1/3s and 1/5s, you probably take Inner Struggle out, even though it's usually pretty good. Daring Sleuth. Is that better than something like Silent Observer? Ugh. We could flip it this turn. And then we have 3 things that we trade with the Wicker Witch? No, I'd rather play this out. The upside of Daring Sleuth is, like, we could try to find a forest this turn, but yeah, I'll just do it this way. It's a scary position being at 1 life against a red deck. Or a blue deck that has 3 creatures out, and yeah, you only have 3. This is when that Watcher in the woods, or whatever that spider is called, is good, blocking any number of creatures. Alright, what's it going to be? I think we're not dead again this turn. And if we survive a few more turns, we can hold up Confirmed Suspicions. And that is nice, because when our opponent top decks the burn spell that finishes us off, we counter it and maybe win. Or better yet, if they have the combat trick that finishes us off and we make some good blocks and counter the combat trick. Man, that's a good feeling. When your opponent makes an otherwise bad attack that they're supporting with some instant trick, and you have the negate or whatever it is. So can we win game 1? Hopefully. Alright, I guess you get all different clues when you investigate. It's just random. I think in real life this stained glass clue is more rare than the others. But maybe that's not true. Maybe they're all the same rarity. It's just the one I've seen the least of. Alright, well, 2 cards in hand. And sort of 3 different onboard configurations, nothing in the graveyard. So I wonder how complicated this turn really is, or if They're just double queuing. Nope, here we go. Alright, passing. I like that. That is nice. Oh, should we try to sack a clue? Get a land. Yeah, I will. I will do it. See what else, what other goodies we can mill here. Messenger with haste. Okay. So that's another bullet we're sort of dodging. Yeah, at this point, I'm going to sack... Well, actually, go back. Hold on, hold on. Daring Sleuth first. Then sack a clue. Flip the Sleuth. Probably won't get tired of saying that. Get rid of Gone Missing. Compelling Deterrence. And another Gibbering Fiend? My goodness. Or was this the original one? It's so hard to tell what order you put things in the graveyard. Okay, so not a Gibbering Fiend, but these two would be good to get rid of. Forest, please. Island is not the worst, I mean. But I can't risk attacking here. I need all the blockers. Now that we know the deck's just filled with these haste creatures and all kinds of crazy things. Oh, finally. Alright, so that gives us a little bit of a buffer, because now we have 3 life, effectively. As long as we hold up the right mana. Okay, so how do we play this turn? We could attack with 1 flyer, and that might be the Illuminator. Yeah. It's a little bit of a shame that all of our opponent's creatures are lethal, even if we're at 3 life. But there we have it. 3 clues. And the safest play this turn is to hold up Confirmed Suspicions. Because the thing we have trouble beating this turn is a spell. Alright, so what's it going to be? Compelling Deterrence. So they think they have us. And actually they do. So we'll have to counter this. Get a billion more clues. Four clues from that. Wow. So, yeah, we mill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we mill 15. If they can't kill us that turn, we mill 15. We mill 2 at the end of turn. Nice. Off the Fleeting Memories. Cool, just as we predicted. The counterspell was important there. Press for answers. Yeah. I like this card. It's one of the more flavorful cards. I don't know exactly what is being pressed for answers in the art. Some kind of doll or zombie. But he's not too excited about this interrogation, that's for sure. It's like, I did something wrong, guys. Anyway, how good is our deck? Is it just great? Oh, I forgot to check. Is Root Out good? Yeah, I think it's not great. Well, it might be good. I don't know. I forgot what our opponent's playing. I got distracted by that one thing. Oh, red-blue. So they do have that artifact. Mulligan to 6. We'll keep because I hate mulliganing, but also because all we need to do is draw 1 land and we're in good shape. Doesn't matter what land, but it does matter when. Because if we never do it, then we're in bad shape. Ooh, nice. That was the best land and the best time. Alright, one more. One more island. No, what are you doing? Ugh. So, this is where they discard a card and put in... Ooh, Bloodseeker. Or, yeah, Blood Mad Vampire. These madness stacks are so crazy. But we'll be able to do a pretty good job fighting this. Yeah, I would definitely block the Bloodseeker with the Graph Mole, and then we get punished by that +2/+2 enchantment with Madness. But I'll also block the other vampire with Earthwall Illuminator. Because that thing hitting us is just the worst. Even though we lose a ton of value from these Confront the Unknowns. Actually, yeah, it makes me wonder if that's the right play. Because our main goal here is to survive. But, yeah, I don't think we need the Illuminator. Like, hopefully we get to untap, but without losing either of these. But if we don't, I think we can still win. When your opponent mulligans and they're on the play, trading 1-for-1 with them is usually a good idea, even if the card quality you're trading for is lower. Because they'll just run out of resources faster than you do. Not to mention that the deck matchup is such that if we make it to late game, we're highly favored to win. I mean, we were at 1 life for a long time last game, and our opponent was at 15. Or, I forget how much life they were at, but it didn't matter their life. I mean, they were just losing to our control, our combo, I guess. Milling them. Yeah, so 4 cards this time. Some of them might have Madness. Which creatures to attack with, 1 or both. Think 2 turns ahead. These aggro decks, it's like the decisions they make, the games aren't supposed to last that long, but the decisions they make are all very important. Because this turn could be the difference between winning or losing this game, based on how they decide to play it out. Like, if they don't attack here, I think they have a very low chance of winning. But we'll see. 1 or both. The Graph Mole is worth a little more to me than this Illuminator, even though... Yeah, that's a tough one. Oh, something's happening. Oh, interesting. Yeah, no zombies, so I'm actually going to take this hit. Because with the Illuminator next turn, the Confront the Unknown... Yeah, Confront the Unknown becomes a lot better. So how do we play this? Yeah, this is good. This is good. No reason to attack. What is going on? Yeah, I love this set. It's a very difficult set to draft, which is part of the appeal. I mean, a lot of the cards are hard to evaluate, and if you do evaluate the card, you have to evaluate it for all kinds of different situations. Oh, this is great, too. So opponent's like, oh yeah, now we're definitely killing all our opponent's creatures, but not exactly. We want to kill this thing before it hits us again. But do we have enough? We can make our guy 6 toughness? Well, let's see what happens when we try once. Let's see what happens. Depending on what madness removal spell they have, compelling deterrence. Oh, come on. Well, at least we didn't... interesting. At least we didn't take the hit off of it. I think this is... That's a fine trade. 2 compelling deterrences. Okay. We only take 1 damage off the magmatic chasm. So I'm not too sad about that here. Well, let's try that trick again. And if we get to block with the Graph Mole, we only need 1 Confront the Unknown. Make it a 4/6. Oh, come on, what is this? Okay. A brief respite. I could Confront the Unknown now, but I don't think that's worth it. Ooh. Movenwald Hydra. I don't think our opponent can beat this card, to be honest. And it just lets us do so much the turns after. So we don't need to attack here. Unless they have another Magmatic Chasm and a double strike spell and we make bad blocks. I think we're in good shape. They're digging for clues here. Yep. Yeah, 7, 6 mana 7/7. That's like a 2-for-1. It's pretty good. I'm wondering if this is good in Constructed. I don't know much about Constructed, to be honest, but it might be. I mean, it does stuff. This really shines when you can blink it. Maybe there's a blue-green deck. There's that 1 mana spell, a Fleeting Image or whatever it's called, where it blinks a creature. And if it's a spirit, it comes in with an extra 1/1 counter. I mean, this isn't a spirit, but it does like coming into the battlefield. Oh, we did it. We have discovered the solution. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I think this is a strong deck. It doesn't necessarily need some mythics to be good, but if you pick up a couple Graph Moles, they're amazing. Roadwall Illuminator should be taken quite highly. And the sort of sleeper here is Confront the Unknown. These can go rather late, but they stack up very well. Thanks for watching, and enjoy Innistrad.